In December 2019 we finally had the opportunity to see the third and final season of Runaways, one of the many series based on Marvel Comics that suffered the fate of a premature cancellation, mysteriously after the appearance of Disney+, although everyone says that has nothing to do with it. The show, which followed some young people fleeing their parents, who were terrible supervillains, alternated, even in this last season, great moments and other more forgettable ones, but always introduced us to these boys, who were always very interesting to watch. In the third and final installment, Nico, Alex, Carolina, Gert, Chase and Molly had to face their parents, now really possessed by extremely cruel aliens. It was interesting to leave behind the ambiguities of these parents, their adult dramas, and, finally, focus on what matters, the boys, their powers, and how to solve this problem from another planet. The truth is that the third season quickly solves this, with the opening of a portal through which escapes who has to escape and, thanks to Nico's powers, the aliens who had possessed their parents are eradicated to make way for a new villain, Morgan Le Fay, who was trapped in the dark dimension. That is, mid-season, not very neatly, but very enthusiastically, Runaways turns from an alien plot to one of pure magic, and triumphs. Nico's powers were always the most attractive, why deny it? As if this were not enough, the change of approach allows you to make a great crossover and another little one. The smallest is given with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a series of which we are still waiting for a final installment, through the appearance of the spooky Darkhold, the book that opened the door, in the Coulson series, to characters like Ghost Rider. The biggest crossover is, of course, the appearance of Tandy and Tyrone, better known as Cloak and Dagger, the heroes of the Freeform show, also doomed to cancel after 2 excellent seasons. The dynamic between Cloak and Dagger and Runaways is worth it for the whole season. While the boys of the hostel are somewhat messy and have many problems to agree, those in New Orleans are oiled and move as one, as we saw them at the end of their own show. While it is necessary to consider a friendship among all, it would be nice to dream of new collaborations between them. Defeating Morgan Le Fay will be expensive for the Runaways, bringing to the screen one of the most iconic moments in the comic and, of course, throwing Chase in the role we all wanted to see, obsessed with time travel, and Alex like the villain we had been waiting for. This third season may not have been the most visually neat, the change of direction midway is somewhat abrupt, but the end of Runaways demonstrates the potential that the show still had and, therefore, his farewell is much more bitter. Will we have any chance to see the boys of the hostel again? Will we ever see Victor Mancha on the small screen, as suggested at the end of the show? Maybe Disney Plus gives us some answer.